Guys, Warren with Jay here. I'm exploring a set of abandoned railroad tracks today. What used to lead to the old Ford plant. These tracks are indeed abandoned. Let me show you here. For one, if they're using these tracks, there'd be a strip of clean metal on this rail. And number two, if they're using these tracks, we're finding these big old weeds. And there's trees down there too. Now look ahead here. There's a bridge. They just kinda end. See that there? That's a switch track. This is where things get a little sketchy. No warning. Just all of a sudden, train tracks just come to an end. Little track over here though. Interesting. Somebody put in a lot of time in that. Guilty. And there's some more on this side too. Was that pull out? And then a bunch of junk and water. So I think the Ford plant closed sometime in 2005, I want to say. Could be wrong on that. But chances are any Ford Ranger built prior to 2005 passed through these railroad tracks. Now, I can't say for you guys, but not really fond of Ford. But it is was a St. Paul staple company. There's no buildings left. They made sure to tear everything down. In fact, they want to build townhomes and storefronts and houses and all kinds of different stuff on this site. In fact, the Viking Stadium was even considered to be put on this site at one point in time. As you can see, these tall trees, lots of switch tracks. You can pretty much see as far as the eye can see the tree line back there. This was all Ford, the Ford plant. A manufacturing plant. They had the robots building stuff. They had a test track out here. I actually knew a guy years ago that tested cars on the test track. He used to come into Perkins every night for coffee. I don't know whatever happened to the guy. He was a nice guy. Swore by the Thunderbirds. That's all he would drive. I don't know how much further I want to go here. My battery's about to die. But yep, this was all the Ford site. You got the river right down there. There's a big locking dam. They would load all the Ford trucks onto the trains and haul them out of here, send them to dealerships all across the U.S. In the end, they use what the truckers would call mobile parking lots, you know, the trailers with all the cars on them and stuff. 2 different levels. They'd use that, and they would use businesses to store all the vehicles. I know the Greyhound racetrack in Wisconsin was one of them. They'd store all these Ford Rangers in the parking lot, getting them ready for the dealerships and whatnot. But not much left here. Everything's been demolished, cleaned out. Like I said, this will soon be townhomes, storefronts. Railroad tracks will probably end up being a park or something with the path that goes out the way I came in. But yeah, nothing much more to see. Pretty much can see everything when I raise my camera up. Everything's wide open. Pretty cool. A little bit of history for you. These switch tracks are kind of cool. See the way they operate. See that pipe there, that's at an angle. This one's actually disconnected, but as you turn this, it moves this pipe back and forth. See? And in turn, I mean, there'd be more connected here, but it would move this part of the track in and out. That way they could get to different tracks. And each one of them is a different switch track. So that one, all the yellow signs that you see down there, they're all switch tracks. I would imagine I mean, the tracks even go all the way down that way. So I had to load down that way someplace. I wish there was buildings left. Oh, guys, there's a coyote. A fucking coyote. goddamn coyote. And I'm upwind from him too. I don't know if the camera caught that. Try to walk down here a little bit so we get a closer look at it. I'm upwind, trying to walk as quiet as I can. Speaking of which, if you hear the wind, I apologize. Right in here someplace. I don't know where he went. Probably staring right at me. Here. Came out like right here. I don't know where he went. That's crazy. Huh. Wow, I don't know where he went. The other like came out, circled right here, and then went right back in. Alright, here's a little bit better view of the whole area. Like you said, I mean, I could go walk in there and with the camera, I mean, there's nothing to film. It's just all wide open grassland at this point. So, thought I'd just film the railroad tracks leading into it. It's kind of creepy, abandoned kind of looking, so. But, as always, guys, you know, like the video. I appreciate you watching. It's getting to the cold months, so I'm going to have to start doing these type of videos. The ground's getting fairly frozen in some areas not so much, so it's kind of hit or miss. So the metal detecting days are just about over. It is November, so, and it has been cold. It's been getting down to the upper 20s and low 30s and whatnot, so looks like there might be a front moving in when I got in here. Actually, I see downtown Minneapolis in the background back there. Not no more. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. By the way, I'm not trying to make a fucking video, and this happens. Welcome to Minnesota. Ha ha ha.